you doing, my loves? Welcome to Good Vibes Only, exclusively on Kiss TV. My name is Kamene Goro. Remember, you can hit us up on the hashtag Good Vibes Only, at Keep It Kiss, and of course at Kamene Goro. Our agenda is one, to give you an absolutely amazing start to your weekend. I know it's been a kaudo tricky week, hapa hivi, but usikonde. I'm here to ensure I will give you that full settlement that you need. On the ones and twos, of course, is the 1 2 by 2 DJ JT the drone. Ukwaje?
Niko fresh.
Tumesikia kwa venye umevaa shades.
Niko na appetite, mimi ni Mluya. Check it table Kamene.
Okay, really?
Appetite.
Really?
Appetite.
Really? Asa hawezi ficha aibu, unataka kuniaibisha mbele ya watu. Of course, we're shooting live by this beautiful Saturday night from the Manhattan on Mombasa Road at the Mara Mall. But there is the newest, hottest, poppest. It's popping, popping joint. Please, please, please make sure if you're on these sides, all roads are leading here. And of course, our amazing host Joe, Yenjo na to host. Yenjo Sponyo wa leo, the most talented, easily the most successful. Mazee sauti yake yani mazee nafanya naloweka ka nonsense. We're talking about Bien.
Hey girl. You're looking so beautiful. Yeah, I was trying to, show up for Kamene, dress up.
Na uko na bibi.
Awe kuenda huko mazee. Sisi kula na macho sasa. Kula na macho ni kula kiungwana.
Ukana mimi nimekoma hapo kwa kwenda huko.
Kula na macho ni kula kiungwana. Acha tu niangalie ni kula na macho.
Mazee, hii lugha ilitoka wapi? Kwani where are you from? Where are you born, raised where?
Hapa tu Nairobi hapa.
Kanairo wapi?
Actually, I was born on the Nyayo Stadium roundabout.
On the rounder?
Yeah, my parents lived in Langata. So they were going to take me to Nairobi Hospital.
Lakini
nika pop out hapo nini kwa roundabout.
He was going to be taken to the Nairobi Hospital.
Yeah.
Lakini akachomaka huko Nyayo.
Inakaa.
Msewa. So born and raised in Nairobi?
100%, man. Okay, I lived in Rongai for another long period of my life. Sijui kama watu wa Rongai tunaconsider bado watu wa Nairobi.
So unasema yani Rongai si Nairobi?
I rep Nairobi and Rift Valley.
What a wow. Amazing food.
Yo, yeah, sure, man. You can try some stuff here. I have some this is a loaded sausage, bacon and whatever saute.
Hey, wow.
Hapa kuna samosa.
Sambusa.
Wewe mtu wa sambusa?
Sambusa.
Mzee dig in, dive in, girl.
Mzee na hii lipstick na hii makeup.
Achorea basi, chorea usiharibu. Mimi nitakula tu. Mimi DJ tutasosi. DJ.
Si tuko.
Hapana usipatie JT ataacha kufanya kazi. Ukimpatia. I love this joy. This is amazing.
Thank you.
We're talking about it earlier on this weekend. We're like, guys were like, why would Bien venture into something else? He's making enough money from Sauti Sol, enough money from Soul Gen, enough money from the endorsements. Mbona afungue biashara nyingine?
I don't know, is there ever enough money?
That's the thing.
Yeah, I think when I look at where I'm headed and what I want to achieve in my life, I'm going to need a lot of money to do it. So anyway, this is a venture that I got into with two of my friends from uni.
Hey,
what were you?
Oh, my cool kids.
Yeah,
you already do what it does.
You like my guy. I'm always being paid to go make appearances in people's clubs, and I always wondered, man, if I can do that for other people, why can't I do that for myself and bring that value here? Of course.
Guys, you've heard it.
Of course. Nataka tu hii hagangi ya left nikupe uende nayo.
Itanisaidiana?
Usiogope, utajua mbele.
I like that you've talked about what you want to achieve and where you're headed to. What's your end game? Because for me, I keep on saying, okay, I don't want to work beyond 40.
Yeah.
If God is gracious.
So you have 10 years coming in now.
10 years, and I want a small cottage, probably in Diani, Watamu, who knows where. I have my kitchen garden.
Yes.
With my favorite food is kachumbari.
Ish.
So tomatoes, onions.
Wait, leteni kachumbari hapo.
Haraka upesi.
Your favorite food is kachumbari.
Yes, I eat kachumbari every day.
Oh, that's nice. It's a salad. It's a salad, yeah.
Yeah. But I wish my body could represent that.
I mean, you're a full-figured woman.
Uko na bibi.
And you shall remain as such.
So I'm like, my end game is that. A small cottage by the beach with a kitchen garden, That's what I'm working towards. That will be mine now forever.
Yes.
What is your end game?
I think first and foremost, my end game is just happiness. Because I've seen a lot of people who even have money, but they don't have a happy end game,
Yeah.
or happy ending.
Yeah.
And I don't know what a happy ending is, but I think for me, a happy ending is where I sing because I want to, and not because I have to. You know, yeah. So I don't want to have to go on stage. I want to go on stage because I still want to, and I've always just done that because I want to. So like, for this period of my life, and I'm building up for myself a foundation so that in the future, I won't have to work on these many kind of things anymore.
Easy
I move
Vito.
on to greater things.
You'll have set up the stage.
Completely. I can take a break for 3 years and say, now I want to go and raise my kids, and I'll be fine. You know.
I love it.
Yeah.
Kids, is that in the plan?
I mean, yes.
When?
Sinajaribu sasa wazee ni kushoot tu sasa nione kanta.
Unajaribu, umekuwa ukishinda ukijaribu this whole time.
We shoot blanks actually. Easy. Actually, my wife and I are now talking about that side of life. I think it's important I make that natural step also because I don't want to get kids when I'm old, you know. I want my kids to experience me in my youth.
How old are you now?
34.
What do you mean? Baby boy.
All right.
Oh my
it's not
God.
Chiki, people are calling me baby boy.
Yeah, baby boy.
Chiki ananitanga mzee wake mazee, imagine.
Mzee aje ni 34.
And I'm wondering mazee.
Mimi mzee wangu ako 39.
I can't even be president. I can't even be
He'll be 40
president.
next year.
Ooh. Kwa hivyo napenda wa baba.
Kula sausage yako. Geti unacheka nini? You know, but then when BN lives here, but then tutashinda tu na wewe.
Mimi na wewe tu.
We are together.
We are
Unacheka nani?
stronger together.
Nitakupiga.
Si unajua lazima tupeane push pull.
And you watoi
all
wako
out.
wako wapi?
Mimi?
In Rwanda?
Nimekwambia na shoot Rwanda, saizi nimevuka border niko pale UK. Yaani na shoot tu.
Nacheza kama Diamond.
News, flash.
Umse, but then yeye anapenda ma foreign.
Oh,
that's his type, foreign.
Okay, sawa.
But then what's your type? What's your spec?
Mimi ni universal charger. Sinanga spec. Mimi sinanga spec.
Hauna ubaguzi?
Zizi. Hata
Venye nakaa, mimi nakaa.
ukiangalia history yangu ya nini, ya zile vitu zenye mu watch. Na uchingi all races, all demographics.
History gani? Oh no, stop.
Demographics.
All sizes,
Ukiangalia
Mimi mwenye all sizes mazee.
For real?
Sinanga, I think type yangu inaonga more in the personality and the energy yenye msee ako nayo.
So what personality are you looking for? What
Realness
energy are you
tu.
looking for?
Nataka tu realness. Nataka mdemu anaweza kaa kando yangu ashute tu, ajibambe, yani aishi
What?
maisha yake tu.
What?
Unajua venye mademu anajibamba sijui aje yani. Sitakangi hiyo uptight.
Unaweza kadema
vibe.
ndio nyambe
Go to themselves. Basically just nikisema ushute I mean be yourself.
Siwezi.
Kama niko ile relationship yako hujaishuta.
Buda mimi najificha. Naenda tu room number 3.
Katikati ya usiku.
Alafu nakuja. Yeah, what do you mean? Anaweza kaza ka nonsense.
Wacha ujinga mzee. He's a Joe. Pole.
Pole.
In the future, by the way, itakuwa considered an abusive relationship. When you can't express yourself.
Kula sausage yako. How has 2022 been for you, by the way?
2022 Mazee has been beautiful, has been so amazing. Like what a recovery from a pandemic. In 2020, if someone told me I'd have a club in 2022, I would say it's a lie.
I have a club.
I thought my life was over, man. You know, I thought my career was over. I thought I'm never gonna play music
you're
to
a
people.
whole BN from South to
No, but
South.
just the whole thing of playing for people who are congregated in a place. I never thought that would happen again. You know, I was out of a job. Kama nini, nimekuwa jobless 2 years juzi. Nimekalia mawe.
Mzee mlifanya YouTube live mazee kidogo.
YouTube live too.
Lize
YouTube live too is on the visit to hold down. But you know, like definitely there's more revenue now that I'm going to get my money in different places. And I just thank God for the bouncing back, man, for being so graceful to us, giving us another chance.
Amen. And by the abundance be your portion.
As I you.
Your portion. May you
Pia
grow,
wewe,
may
mazee.
you succeed, may you shine.
Pia
So that
wewe.
at the end of it, mazee, mtu akikuuliza how it happened, useme, ni Mungu. Ama
100%, man. Hata ina kuambia hivyo. Yani hizo vitu umeniombea, press down, shaking together and rolling over. Come back to you.
yes, sir. Shots. Anyway.
But hey guys, Kamene made me drink 3 Jaeger shots before this started.
Okay, Bian is
I want
such
to
a
confess,
liar.
and that's why I am
This
not
guy is
myself.
such a liar.
I'm surviving Kamene.
Really? This surviving company.
On this episode of Surviving Kamene, Jacob,
What was your biggest check that you ever got?
the biggest check I ever got in my life,
Yani like your first,
yeah, FAO.
your pow. Ile paka mazee ilibadilisha maisha yako. Ukasema mazee naweza kuwa light skin.
Nikiwa 25 tulifanya Safaricom live.
25.
Ilikuwa Kenya live hiyo time.
How much was it?
Tukapigwa 5M. Kila mtu sote alikuwa na meter kwa account. Wewe nilikuwa na hiyo meter kwa account, nilikuwa nikienda ATM naenda kuangalia kama bado iko 1M. Unajua yani naangalia tu ubaya sana kwa wana 1M mazee, ukibai tu chips kupu hapo umerudi 980. Uko 9 umerudi 9 kitu mazee sana yani. Nikajaribu always ni lakini nilibai gari, nilikuwa napanda kama 3 so nikabai ndai. Nikahama kutoka Buru nikaenda kuishi Kileleshwa.
Oh my god, you guy my guy, you guy what you do, what it does.
Tulikuwa tunaishi Kiburu hapo hivyo phase 4 Bisika Court na maboys hapo kina Chimano kina Delvo. So tukahamia Kile sasa.
Now, when you umeongea kuhusu ndai, I remember you had a problem with your car. So I don't know, someone stole your car key and then you never got it back. You were asking guys, I don't know, I can know or what, and then Eric Omondi did, God knows.
You know what Eric Omondi did, but yeah, me and Eric Omondi beef season is over. We are, you know, too much.
Is it a real beef though?
It was a real beef. This guy was talking shit about Kenya musicians and I can't let that happen.
Did you get your car key back?
I didn't get my car key. Ndio nilibio kifunguo kanivo.
Sasa hizi unacheza na spare?
Nacheza na spare, uzuri Porsche na kujanga na spare. Lakini nimetumana ingine ikatwe Germany na hiyo ni 50k. Sasa niko tu hapa hivi yani na ngojea ifike.
Spare key, your spare key is it 50,000 bobs?
Najaribu kugoogle hapa.
Msewa Porsche Cayenne mazee kini 50k.
Kini 50k mazee kujituma na hizi gari sasa hiyo ndo gharama unacheki.
Shida ya kujitaki.
Kuna siku nilikuwa na gari nyingine Nissan mazee nilipotezanga key ilikuwa 6k kuleta key nyingine. Bamba nilituma tu inda mbio mazee. Sasa hii ni chwani. Hii ni chwani just computerized.
You know me, I'm that chick for hapo tu. That in my German. Sendo picky. But no, it's okay. I learned my lesson a couple of weeks ago, so.
Oh, you lost your key?
No, it's okay. Share your story. You know, the first time I took my car for service, when I bought it. So I bought it, then I took it for service like almost a year later. Mazee umse alinitumia bonge la quotation. Paka nikasikia
service yako ni how much? Service yako ni how much?
So it was unaffordable, let's say that.
Acha nisiongee na nguvu, unajua Kiarewa nakusikia.
Ni sawa Kiarewa.
Kiarewa, we're talking about the Sunday service, okay?
What do you think was the biggest lesson that you learned within the pandemic here? I think you guys were one of the artists that were able to survive one way or the other.
Yeah.
But as a musician and even to the upcomings or the guys who are trying to get in, the industry has changed after COVID.
Yeah, man. COVID means business unusual. See business as usual.
Biggest lesson you learned that you want to share with all of them. Unajua wase wanashinda kwa DM wakisema mazee kama ni mazee I have a hot hit, I have a what. And I'm like are you thinking the way these guys are thinking?
Hey, the biggest lesson I learned over the pandemic, first of all, is reinvention. Yeah, because the Sauti Sol that went into the pandemic isn't the Sauti Sol that got out of the pandemic.
Definitely.
Yeah, so the Sauti Sol that got out of the pandemic is also individual artists, and then we also have a Sauti Sol album coming up. And I got out of the pandemic as a solo act. You know, yeah. And I worked on me to a level where I could build the confidence to do this thing on my own. I never had it.
Beyonce was Destiny's Child.
Hakuna hiyo kitu mazee. So liko na hiyo balance fit.
Okay, you're in denial.
Mimi sio mtu lakini
once a while he doesn't
moving on from all these politics. I left that place a much better musician. I learned how to play piano in the pandemic. I didn't know how to play piano. I learned a new instrument.
Piano?
Mazee nilikuwa na piano hapo Chiki alikuwa amenibaia birthday yangu. Nikaita mwalimu kwa nyumba, so I had a teacher come to my house. My teacher Andrew, shout out. And I've just learned how to play piano during the pandemic. So I think it was a time also to invest in some skills because you had so much time on our hands. We were in the house for like 2 years. So I had time to build, to build new skills.
And I love that. Skiza, it was a very, very hard time for all of us. But you could either make yourself or break yourself. And those who succeeded made themselves. Umse alikuwa na 2 years kwa hao. He learned an entirely new skill.
Yeah.
Walikuwa na 2 years kwa hao. ukicatch up na Game of Thrones.
We
No,
pia,
honestly
ni balance
speaking.
manze, ni balance.